Let's take a look at how you can search or find on records in JobPro. So let's say, for example, we want to find a customer. Click on Company, click on Find. And for example, if we wanted to find all customers in the system, we click that checkbox, hit Continue, and now we've got a number of records in the Found set. We can click List to view those. Click the arrow then to view an actual record. Or for example, if we wanted to find a specific record, we click on Find, and let's say in the company name we put in Apple. Click Continue. Up come one record. So you can find records on basically absolutely anything that you can search on. So when you click on Find, you're given a blank screen. We could search on the type of a company, based on a phone number, based on a location, like a country. We can search on names in here. So any field that you see on a layout you can search on. When in Find mode, the top button menu options change. So for example, if we want to do a multiple find request, where we'll say, let's find all customers in the first request that are in a specific country, but at the same time we want to do a second request. You'll notice we're request 2 of 2, and we might want to omit anything that's inactive. So click Inactive, we click Omit, and then if we click Continue, it'll perform that find, and in this case it'll find any customers or suppliers that are in a specific location. We would click Continue to perform the find. Also in Find mode, the other options up the top in the button menu, we've dealt with Omit, which when you're doing multiple find requests you can omit certain types of records. But what Constrain does is, let's say you have a found set of 100 records and you want to do a search, but you want to search within that constraint of the 100 records. So instead of clicking Continue when you've entered in your find criteria, you click on Constrain instead, and that would reduce down the found set. The Extend option is the opposite of Constrain. So if we also had a found set of 100 customers, for example, and you wanted to extend that found set to include other details, you can click on Find, and in Find mode enter in your criteria, then click on Extend, and if there's any records that match that criteria, they'll add to the current found set of 100 records. Also in Find mode, you've got operators on the right hand side here. Now what they allow is that when you want to, say for example, search on a certain company name and have an exact match, you can put in an equals to symbol with the company name, and that would only find companies with that exact matching name. Or for example, you might want to find any records in the companies module that have communications with today's date. So you could click into the date, and we can enter in, for example, well, today's date would be one option. But also, if you wanted to search on anything from a certain date period, you could click in, put in your initial date, and up here we'd select date range, and then put in the end date. And then we click Continue to perform that find. So these operators are very useful based on different things like numbers, where you can do less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and also a range on a number. For example, in invoices you might want to do a search on any invoices for this week with anything greater than a certain value in the total field. If you hover over any of these icons in Find mode, they'll give an explanation or a tool tip on what they actually are.